Welcome one more day to the Tards Game channel, where this time we will see one of the most famous indicators in the world. Yes, as you are listening, an indicator that has been voted for many years as one of the most useful, and also has the highest number of likes on Tradingview. As always, you can adapt it in your analysis or strategy, but it will also help you to improve your day trading operations, because when testing it for more than 6 months we have realized that its effectiveness increases much more in a particular time frame, and that is in 10 minutes, which is perfect to help us in the day-to-day. It will also help us to improve our analysis, especially in the breakouts of ranges, trends, and structures, doubling our profits with all the extra information it gives us. Do not miss a second because it will help you to improve your trading. And before we start, we have created for all of you a free community on Telegram where we will be informing you day after day of what is happening in the financial markets. It is completely free. You will have the link in the description, so do not forget to sign up, because in the markets the most important thing is to always be informed. And for all those who are looking for the best platforms with the best free bonuses if you want to start in the world of trading, you will also have the trading bonus page in the description. You can even sign up for their newsletter, so that every week they send you an analysis of everything that has been happening in the market during the week directly to your inbox. The first thing we have to do is go to the indicators part, and we do not have to write the name, but in community scripts, in the main area, it already comes out with the number 1 position. As I said, it is the indicator that has more likes in the history of Tradingview. Its author Lazy Bear is already very famous in the world of trading, and has given us a gem that will help us in our day-to-day trading. Just click and we will see something like this. The first thing I advise you to do to see everything in a much clearer way is to go to Style, mark with that maximum opacity color 0 and color 2, which would be 1 more green and 1 more red, and then color 1 we will put for example in white. Now you will see why. I will put it in orange color 2 and I will give it a little more thickness. Then change the crosses by circles to see it much clearer, and the data entries would leave them by default. Now you may ask, what exactly is the purpose of this indicator? The so-called squeeze momentum indicator is based on parameters related to the momentum of the market and its volatility, which, as you are seeing, allows us to know in which direction the market is more likely to move at the beginning of trends, or also if a break is a fake out, or if the price really has enough strength to break that range, resistance, or trend. As you can see, it even has the ability to show us divergences in the price that we can take advantage of. It may seem like a lot of information, but it is very simple. But how can this indicator help us to make those perfect entries? Here we have a very clear example. As you can see, we already have a perfectly defined resistance zone, where finally the price seems to be breaking to the upside, but many times, as has happened in this area and as surely in the day-to-day will happen, the price seems to be going to break that resistance but falls back down again, closing the operation, and this is where our indicator comes in. The first thing would be to wait to have this candle that crosses positively the resistance zone. We will then look at whether the bottom marks an orange dot, because that would mean that the movement has enough strength, enough momentum, and also the necessary volatility to break that resistance, and that the trend continues in this case upwards. If we are looking for a buy or a long trade, as it is in this case, the bars also have to be green obviously. In the case of looking for a short operation it would be the same, but with the bars in red and below that 0 zone. At this point we already have the rule number 1, we also have the zone in green and our point is orange, so the only thing we would have to do is wait for the closing of that candle, place our operation so that the stop loss is below the minimums of this previous structure, and we would put our take profit with a coefficient of 1/5/1. As you are going to see, the price already arrives without problems in the next candle and would continue that uptrend, giving us a quick profit and above all assuring us that that breakout was going to occur, and that it was not a fake out or a false breakout, as for example had occurred previously. As you can see, we did not have any orange dot that warned us that there was enough strength to break that area, and so it was. The price simply fell again until finally recovering that momentum. As you can see, it is an indicator that will help us in virtually all situations, and we can take advantage of this information almost at any time, because in the market we are always seeing this type of breakout zones, and having the power to know when these breaks will be correct will help us to make much more money. Here, as you can see, we have another very clear example. But that's not all. We go back to our indicators and look for relative volatility. This indicator opens and we go to settings. We remove all these blue waves, which we are not going to need at this time, and this line, which will act as the average volatility. We will place it, for example, in yellow. We will give it a little more thickness and we will accept. Why is it important to add this other indicator as well? Basically, it will help us to make sure that just in those breakout candles, which will be our entry point, we can also make sure that we have an adequate average relative volatility to continue the movement. Here we can see it very clearly. We just see that the green bar of that relative volatility is higher than the average, so we would have a greater confirmation that that breakout was correct and that the movement would continue. We can use this strategy every time we see clear consolidation ranges and we are waiting to make our operations for breakouts. As you see that break occurs, we look at the point. It is not orange, but nevertheless we see that the relative volatility is well above average. The next candle we see that it does mark that orange dot. We also look at the bottom. The rules are met, so we would enter a long operation. We place our stop loss and put our operation in 1.5/1. There it is. In just a few minutes we would have had another positive operation. As I say, it is a strategy that you can use in combination with your traditional analysis, and that will help you to improve your analysis of trend line breaks, supports, resistances, even ranges. Another very important detail to keep in mind is how long we should wait, in the case of that breakout, for an orange dot to be marked where we can enter. For example, in this case, the breakout occurs in this candle here and the point is white, but the relative volatility is above average. At the moment everything fits, however we are not marked that orange point until this candle here. The distance to the breakout point would be 2 candles or 2 points. In this case, yes, we could enter this candle just when the orange point is marked, and as you will see with this ratio of 1.5/1 we will also get out with profits. However, maybe we have waited too long, but as you can see it is very tight. I recommend that you only enter when we have 1 or 2 white points after the breakout. That's up to each one and also depends on the volatility of the market you operate. Obviously, the cryptocurrency market is much more volatile than traditional markets or forex. Day by day we see hundreds of support and resistance breakouts doing day trading. So with this indicator, with all the information it gives us, you will have it much easier when making your trades. Thank you very much one more day for watching us. Remember that you have in the description our free teaching group on Telegram, and also the trading bonus website, where you will find the best free bonuses and offers to start trading, as always in the best exchanges in the world. See you in the next video of the Trader's Game.